Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves an awesome day. All right. Apologize about the technical difficulties. I still haven't really fixed the problem as to what was going on, but I found a temporary solution. Hopefully that does not impact us as we are going through the game tonight. But yes, sir. Hopefully you're all doing well. We made it on time, and that's what matters. Trey Turner will be leading it off for the Philadelphia Phillies. Then it'll be Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, JT Realmuto, Brandon Marsh, Harrison Bader, Max Kepler, Alec Bohm, and Bryson Stott. And that is your starting 9 for Philadelphia today. They take on the Marlins. All right, so we have got to adjust this and put this over here. There we go, that's better. Again, make sure you guys follow along and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. I think that is the best that we can do. Here's the 0-1. That misses up high and inside for a ball. And so the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Bellozo is on the mound tonight for the Miami Marlins. That's Valente Bellozo. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Turner, it's a foul ball. Final score predictions, let me know down below. Again, apologize about the technical difficulties. Don't know what's going on with OBS, but I was having some problems with it. But we're live, we're up and running, and that's all that matters. Even if I couldn't fix that scoreboard, I still would have went live anyways, but I found a temporary solution. Here's the 1-2. That's a foul ball. Delivered to Trey Turner. Dan's here. What's up, Dan? What's up, Larry? What's going on, Hardcore? Cool J. Lee, what's going on? Thank you so much for the compliment, man. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bellozo comes set and deals. Throws it down in the way. I do want to thank y'all for those of you that did tune on into last night's Eagles game. I was a little bit rusty. I thought that I was pretty rusty for sure. But really happy that we got the audience that we did. That was very rewarding for sure. 2-2 pitch. Line drive, base hit down the first base line. The right fielder gets to it, though, and Turner is held to just a single here in the top of the first. Bellozo on the season with a 3.91 earned run average. He's from Mexico. He's 5'10" tall. Victor Mesa Jr. is out in left. You got Joey Weimer out in right. Jacob Marcy out in center. Then in the infield, it'll be Eric Wagaman over at first. Maximo Acosta is at second. Then you got Xavier Edwards over at short. The pitch to Kyle Schwarber is up high for a ball. It's actually Otto Lopez over at short, excuse me. And Javier Sonoya is over at third. Catching is Agustin Ramirez. And on the mound is Bellozo. 1 ball, no strikes to Kyle. And the pitch is down and in for ball 2. Final score predictions. And who are your Pogs? Comment those Pogs down below. I think they said it at the end of the pregame show tonight. Maybe they had it wrong. Oh, magic numbers. 2-0 pitch, line drive, base hit right through the 4-3 hole. And Turner thinking about going over to third, but he stays at second. Wise decision right there. And back-to-back singles for the Philadelphia Phillies. Schwarber just drilled it, and it actually just got right through that 4-3 hole. First baseman was off the bag. Trey Turner was like right behind the first baseman, and the ball just whizzed by him. And so now Bryce Harper is coming up to the plate. Let's go, chat. Harper is hitting .333 against the Marlins this season. Pitch to Bryce. There's a fly ball hit out over towards shallow left field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Turner is rounding third. He's being waved home, and the Phillies take a 1-0 lead as Schwarber stops at second base. 3 singles to start off the ball game for Philadelphia. And so bellozo, he didn't really make a bad pitch there. Harper just made some contact. Was able to bloop it out to left. Nice. And now bring up JT to the plate. JT rips this one foul towards the right side. And therefore the count is 0-1. Let's go! Charge! The ball is 1 strike. I was thinking that JT was going to have a big day today. He was my pog. The ball is 1 strike. And here's the pitch, swing and a miss. For those of you that don't know what pog is, player of the game. Pog's in the chat. 20 games left. 6-game lead in the division. Let's go. 7-2, 7-6. Okay. What else do we have? Schwarber is Hoagie Boy's pog, and he says 6-2 Phillies. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Schwarber leads off at second. Harper's over at first. Here's the 1-2 to JT. That is outside for ball 2. 10-6. Pog equals sweet game and collectibles from the 90s. Is that what a Pog is? I was thinking of Pez. Like Pez candy. The 2-2. Fly ball hit out over towards right center field. Going back towards the track and reaching up to make the catch is Weimer. And so Schwarber has to go back over to second base. Joey Weimer able to make the nice catch out in right center field. And there is 1 away. JT, really just hit sharply off the end of the bat. Joey just ran a good route over towards that warning track. He had to reach up for it and catch it right above his hat. So the former Brewer able to get the former Marlin out. And now it's Marsh who takes ball 1. Turkglass's pogs were awesome. Huh. Yeah. I had no idea. That's like a Gen Z thing. Same player of the game. And Gen Alpha. 1-0. Foul ball. Phillies, right now, as we mentioned before, are 6 games above the New York Mets. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brandon Marsh. And the pitch, line drive, and that is caught over at third. And Schwarber's going to get doubled up. So that's a 5-6 double play. And the inning is over. All right, we're going to go to the bottom of the first. I will be right back. Again, still trying to resolve this technical problem. So I'll be right back. All right. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. Otto Lopez will lead it off as we go to the bottom of the first out at Lone Depot Park. Christopher Sanchez on the hill, and the first pitch that's thrown is outside for ball one. Phillies had 3 singles to start off the first inning, but only got home 1 run. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike. JT did hit a shot out over towards right center field. But just a nice catch by Joey Weimer. And then Marsh should have bowled it over to third. And then Schwarber got doubled up. 1-1 pitch. That is taken outside for a ball. You know, now that football's back, guys, who would you say is the next, out of all the other 3 teams, besides the Eagles, who would you say is the best shot of winning a championship in the other 3 sports? 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Ground ball hit back up the middle, backhanded by Turner, and he throws it over to first, and the umpire calls him out, but the Marlins are going to challenge this. Call was that Otto Lopez was out at first base. Drew says Dallas. Out of all the Philadelphia teams, who would you say has the best chance? David says the Phillies. Okay. I think he beat out that throw. So, yep, the call was overturned. He's safe. He was safe. He was 1,000% safe. So the leadoff man is aboard in the bottom of the first. Anybody else? Besides the Eagles, who would you say has the best chance of winning a world championship in the other 3 sports in Philadelphia? The pitch. There's a ground ball. It's hit over to short. Throw over the second. There's 1. The throw over to first. There's 2. And that's a double play. The Tigers. Drew says the Eagles. They got a lot of new players and the best player thrower out before the first down. I don't like using Pogs. I like MVP. Pogs is childish to me because because of that game that my kids played and collected. MVP sounds more mature. That's funny. See, and Pog to me makes it more Gen Z. You know, I think that's funny. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss. My bad, you said besides the Eagles. Larry says the Phillies. You think that the Phillies stand a better chance than the Sixers? No balls, 2 strikes. And there's the 0-2 from Sanchez. Swing and a miss. We're going to go to the top of the 2nd inning. 1-0 Philadelphia. Bader will lead it off. Because I don't know about you, but that Eastern Conference now looks wide open. With Tyrese Halliburton down, with Jason Tatum down. I don't know. Call it the Pokemon of the game. Seema Fox says, I'm old. No, I didn't. It's okay. Yeah, no, I understand. I get it. I understand. I'm new school, but I like to think that I have an old soul, but I try to appeal myself. I try to relate as much as I can to other people of all ages. At least I try. You know what I mean? I feel like that's probably the best way that I can describe myself. Like, I like kids. I like adults, young adults. You know, I try to find things in common with people. JJ, what was your big announcement? I missed it. My big announcement? Oh yeah, I'm doing an 16-hour stream on September 18th. I said it before. My brother Pat. So my brother. I'm doing a charity stream on September 18th in honor of my brother, who passed away from familial dysautonomia. And his angelversary, as we like to call it, was on September 1st. So I wanted to do my very first charity stream. I really want to take this channel to another level, guys. I really want to try to do good. You know, and I want you guys to see that I'm more than just a caster on here. I want you to see that I'm human. Not saying that you don't see that, but, you know, that's what I'm going to do. No balls, 1 strike to Harrison Bader, and the next pitch is taken for strike 2. So it's a 0-2 count. I did say that I put out a promo video about it, and I will. Just haven't had the time. I've been streaming so much. The 0-2, and that's up high for a ball. But yeah, I want to do good. I am very passionate about this, and I want to spread awareness to what familial dysautonomia is. And I don't know, like, he's made me into the person that I am today. I have a lot to share, and I want to spread awareness, and I'd like to raise money for it. 1-2 pitch. There's a swing and a miss, and so there is out number 1. So we're doing an episode of Diamond Zone that day, and we're going to be on for 15 hours. And then during those hours, we'll share stories. I have a couple of things that I'm planning out behind the scenes that are also going to occur that day. You know, how the home runs are going to go, like what to do for certain things as the stream goes on. I'll get more in depth with it, but I don't want to get into too much depth now because I want to focus on calling the game. But yeah, that's essentially what's going on. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. And that's up high for ball 2. I miss him. I really miss him. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. There's a foul ball. That one goes out of play. So that'll make the count now 2-2 to Max Kepler. Phillies lead at 1-0 thanks to an RBI loop single from Bryce Harper. So the count is 2-2. We are 8 subscribers away, folks, from getting to 7,200. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bellozo is still pitching for the Miami Marlins. He kicks, he fires, and Kepler sends this one out to right field. That's going back over towards the track. It's 2-0 Phils as Max Kepler turns on a fastball and sends it out of here. The second deck. I'm surprised by how far that thing went. Kepler with his 15th home run of the season, and he makes it 2-0 Philadelphia. And that'll bring Alec Bohm up to the plate, and Bohm takes strike 1. Don't try to appeal to boomers. They're beyond reach. 0-1. That misses outside for a ball. I'll try not to. I just tend to gravitate. To middle schoolers, you're an old fart. To boomers, you're a kid. Just be yourself. That's the JJ we love. Old? Old? 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Alec Bohm. Old to middle schoolers. I'm just kidding. 1-2. That's a foul ball. Feels like yesterday I was in middle school. JJ is human. We see you as a bot. Of course you do. You just can't hide me. I'm a bug. 1-2 pitch. That misses off the plate for ball 2. Sorry for your loss, Jay. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You know, I went to the cemetery on Monday, and it gave me all the reassurance I needed to do this. 2-2 to Bohm. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. And the catch will be made for out number 2 in the top of the second. But yeah, I will make a video and go more full into depth with it. There's a lot to unpack with it, but that's essentially what it is. But I don't want to make this all about me. I don't want to take away from the game. But yeah, that was the announcement. Here comes Stott. Stott pops it up over towards the third base side on the infield grass, and the catch will be made by Sonoya. And the inning is over. Phillies get themselves another run as they lead at 2-0 on Max Kepler's bomb out to right field. And so they'll be back in just a few moments. JJ, well, I'm glad I asked. You should continue to promote it. I will. I really, really will. But yeah. I'm just trying to do good, man. I really want to take this channel to another level. And I realize that what draws people to people are people just being themselves. And I love what I do on here. I love calling games. I do. But I feel like that if I did, I can still call games and still do like what I do. But if I try to do if I try to promote some fundraising, it shows another side of my character. And it also brings more people together. And we're making a difference. And I like that idea. So, I want to try that. How do we score, JJ? Great question. The Phillies got their first run on an RBI bloop single from Bryce Harper. They also got a solo homer from Max Kepler. And that's how they have a 2-0 lead. I apologize about this little white spot up here. Again, I've been having some technical difficulties with OBS today. It actually really just happened right as I got on. I tested everything out before, it was fine. Then right before I got on, I'm like, what's going on? And I had a couple of issues. I fixed a couple of different things. But this was the only thing I couldn't fix. Here comes Heriberto Hernandez as we start off the bottom of the second. And the first pitch is down for a ball. 7 home runs for Hernandez, 34 RBI. Here's the 1-0, swing and a miss. John. Here's the 1-1 offering. That is inside for ball 2. That was at 96 miles per hour. Told some works friends about the 18th. Really? They're going to join the stream. Aww. Aww. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I will make a post. And I will make a video. I will do it. 2-2 pitch. There's a foul ball hit over towards the left side. Last night I couldn't even edit any shorts. I was just so tired. Sanchez comes set and fires. And there's a called strike 3. Looked a little bit low. But Christopher does get the call. There's a second strikeout of the evening. Nice. Hit that thumbs up button, folks. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell icons, too. And that way you will know when we do go live. We got a big series coming up starting on Monday against those New York Mets. But before that, we got to take this series here out in Miami. Eric Wagaman is up, and Wagaman takes down for ball 1. OBS is a Cowboys fan. Oh, that's why it's not working today. It's funny because actually on my Eagles channel, or on my Eagles setup, the scoreboard there was working fine. Not on the Phillies, though. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Line drive, hit out to left field. That's going to stay fair down the left field line. Marsh gets over to it as he plays it off of the wall. And Eric Wagaman gets on with a double. Lugo is here. Lou is here. Lou and Lugo, what's going on? Steve is also here. Hello, Steve. JJ, I received your Steam Deck, your Stream Deck. Why do people call it a Steam Deck? Sorry, Stream Deck yesterday as the Eagles stream ended. Nice. I love my Stream Deck. It really comes in clutch. No balls, 1 strike to Joey Weimer. 259 average for Joey. What's up, Philly Sports? How are you, my friend? Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. Mets are playing a pivotal series for them tonight. They're taking on the Cincinnati Reds. Reds are one of those teams that are fighting for their final wild card spot. So this is a big series for them. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. Here's the 0-2 pitch and a called strike 3 at the knees. Another changeup thrown. Sanchez able to locate it and lock it into the zone. Steve says, I'm disappointed at the defensive performance last night. At the end of the day, to me, they stepped it up at the end. I understand that CD dropped some passes. I still thought that they provided better pressure. But overall, it was not up to par. But again, it's week 1. It's week 1. And like that's my thing. Like, yeah, like I want them to be better. But it's the first week. So, like, you knew that there were going to be hiccups. But they pulled it out. And they got the W. They better play good next week. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the second, 2 outs. A runner on at second. And the 1-1, and that's down for ball 2. But also, Jalen Carter puts you in that position. So you can be disappointed in him, too. Because that was his fault. Here's you introduce the Dolphins. Yeah, that was an ad. 2-1 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. JJ, I'm stuck at home recovering from the hernia surgery. Would love another Phillies win to help ease the pain. Oh, man, prayers. Prayers, man. I didn't know. I had no clue. I hope you're doing okay. You may have said it before, but I may have missed the message. But I hope that you're okay. I hope, I'm wishing for a speedy recovery, really. Here's the 2-2 on the way from Sanchez. Swing and a miss, and he's going back to the dugout. Clockwork for Christopher Sanchez. And we're going to go to the top of the 3rd inning. 2-0 Phils out in Miami. All right, I'm going to take a step off. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Alrighty, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well. Having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell icons too. Trey Turner is due up. And the first pitch to Trey is bounced foul towards the third base side. Valente Bellozo is still out there pitching. There's Grandma reading their grandchild a bedtime story as he's tucked into his mom's arms. What's the book called? What and Leaf Thief? I'll have to look that up. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. That's a foul ball. What's it called? The Leaf Thief? Children's book. 0-2 pitch. There's a ground ball. Hit over to first base. Wagaman picks it up and takes it over to the bag for out number 1. Anybody have any favorite children's books that they liked growing up? Being read to as a kid? Mine was How Dinosaurs Say Goodnight. Look that up. I was a big dinosaurs guy. The pitch. There's a foul ball. Hit by Kyle Schwarber. I mean, Dr. Seuss. Great stuff. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch that misses outside for a ball. Green Eggs and Ham was a good one. Of course, Cat in the Hat. Here's the 1-1, the Schwarber. And it's a check swing, ground ball, foul towards the right side. We are 5 subscribers away from 7,200. Let's go. The Necronomicon. I've never heard of that. Polar Express. 1-2, and that's outside for ball 2. The moon is pink tonight. Oh, that's not a book. Oh my gosh, you baited me. Gosh. The moon is pink tonight. Go look at it. It's not out yet on my side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is outside for ball 3. Hardcore, you caught me there. I was like, wait, that's a children's book? 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch to Kyle Schwarber, swing and a miss. He's down on strikes. How Dinosaurs Say Goodnight was mine. Used to love that book. Green Eggs and Ham was a good one. The Spooky Book series, Goosebumps. Nice. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That wasn't a book, though. That was a movie. That wasn't a children's book, was it? Harper is up and he swings and misses at the first pitch. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. There's the 0-1, and that's high for a ball. What was Larry's? My kid always had books. The Nemo. The Necro. Oh my gosh. One ball, 2 strikes. Oh my gosh. It's a horror book. 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball hit over towards the right side. Second baseman has it, throws it over to first, and that's in time for out number 3. So the Phillies lead it 2-0 as they go to the bottom of the 3rd out in Miami. Oh my gosh. Y'all are Y'all are trolling Where the Wild Things Are. It's not a children's book. Like a book that like a book that your parents would read to you. That's like what I'm trying to say. Where the Wild Things Are, that's not. It's a book, but that's not a children's book, is it? Oh, it is. My bad. My bad. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. Yeah. Okay, it is a children's book. That's my fault. Some of y'all were trolling me though. It's funny. Necro Nom icon. It's funny. Jay, what's going on, man? What's going on, dude? How are you? Yeah, those were great victories yesterday. Where's Waldo? Oh my gosh, the Where's Waldo books. Man, I used to love the Where's Waldo books. Some of those were hard, though, to find out where Waldo was. How do we get on? Oh, yeah, because they were showing somebody reading a children's book to their child. Trying to get them to fall asleep. Yeah, my bad. The books in Dad's bathroom were not children. All right. Christopher Sanchez is going back out there to work as we go to the bottom of the third. Good Night Moon. Good Night Moon was a good one, too. Pitch. That misses outside for a ball. Victor Mesa Jr. is coming up to the plate. Sanchez kicks, fires. There's a swing and a miss. I gotta tell you, Christopher Sanchez's fastball is looked really, really sharp today. Not saying that hasn't been lately or in his last outing, but it's just, I don't know. He just seems to have a very good command with it, and he looks confident throwing it. There's a slider that's chopped over towards the infield. And Trey Turner tried to barehand it. Could not come up with the play. It was a tough play. It was right in front of second base. That thing sort of hopped over Christopher Sanchez. Took a very high bounce. And then when it came back to the ground, it just sort of died. And Trey Turner could not get his bare hand on it. And it would have been tough for him to get the runner out anyways. And so the leadoff man is aboard. That is Mesa Jr. And Javier Sonoya is due up. First pitch to him. That's on the inside corner for a called strike. Victor Mesa Jr., 23 years old from Havana, Cuba. He was just 2 for 11 right before that, with 1 run scored and an RBI. Here's the 0-1, ground ball down the third base line. That's a fair ball. Brandon Marsh is to go chase it. And, well, 1 run, I believe, is going to come on in. Stott's throw to the plate is not in time. And it's a 2-1 ball game on an RBI triple by Sonoha. RBI double, excuse me. They screwed that up. They put him over at third. And then they put him back over at second on the graphic. That thing just went down the third base line. That's just good camera angles from them tonight. But regardless, it's an RBI double for Sonoha. And he will lead off over at second base. Thing was hit pretty sharply down that third base line. So bottom of the third, nobody out. And now Otto Lopez is due up. And Sanchez will deliver from the stretch. And he locates the fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. Otto Lopez did single in the first. And he is up at the plate. We are now 5 subscribers away from 7,200. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, folks. 1 ball, 1 strike to Otto Lopez. Three seconds left on the pitch clock. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a miss there. By the way, how about the Blue Jays? They're already up 4-0 in the top of the second against the Yankees. 4-0 already. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Sanchez goes with a changeup in the dirt and records his 5th strikeout of the ball game. And so Lopez will strike out swinging. There's 1 away in the bottom of the 3rd. Up now is Ramirez. Ramirez grounded into a double play his last time up. And Jacob Marcy waits in the on-deck circle. Sanchez kicks, fires, and it misses down and in for a ball. We got 240 people rocking with us. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. 1 ball, no strikes. Sanchez kicks, deals, swing and a miss. I Spy with my little eye. I like the I Spy books. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch is down for ball 2. Growing, I saw The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Later in life, I married. Oh my gosh. Keep it clean, dude. Keep it clean. But, damn. Narnia. Loved the movie Narnia as a kid. 2-1 pitch. That hits the inside corner for strike 2. Lake Bakar is getting warmed up in the Marlins bullpen. Didn't know that Lake was a first name. I remember there was a guy in baseball named Junior Lake. Played for the Cubs. One fish, 2 fish, red fish, fire. Yeah, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch is way inside and low for ball 3. Sanchez comes set above the belt, and the payoff pitch. It's grounded over to shortstop, played on the hop by Turner, and he throws it over to first to get the second out. Sanoha, though, goes over to third base. And it is Sanoha. Good night, Moon. It's over. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, JJ, your friend Scott Fransky, my friend, is on the TV broadcast tonight. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that T-Mac is away this weekend. The pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Fransky is awesome. He really is. That means that Murphy is calling the game on WIP. Good for Murphy to get that opportunity. Here's the 0-1. That ball is rolled over towards the right side. Stop picks it up Throws it over to first. That's in time, and we're going to go to the top of the 4th inning. It is 2-1 Phillies. Marlins do get a run back, and JT will lead it off. But yeah, shout out to Scott Fransky. Shout out to Greg Murphy. Shout out to all the good play-by-play announcers in the Philadelphia area. We're very blessed. I really do believe that. We have some awesome PA announcers. We have great play-by-play broadcasters. I might sound biased, but I think that we have some of the top guys and overall people in the business. Go Reds and Pirates, says Dan. He wants the Brewers to lose and the Mets to lose. I'm like trying to think of all the people that I've met. I've met T-Mac, I've met Fransky, I've met Merrill, I've met Zoo, I've met Kate, Scott, I've met Tom McGinnis. I did not meet JJ, Jim Jackson. He's the Flyers TV play-by-play announcer. And then Saunders, Tim Saunders, I've never met him either. I've never met neither of the Flyers play-by-play announcers. Saunders on the radio, though, is so good. Somebody texted on in. You guys can text on in anytime. Somebody wanted to know, what did I think about the spitting incident? I think that you gotta be a professional, man. You do. You don't do that to somebody. Even if they spit on you, you gotta be the bigger man. You can't take the bait there. I said the same thing with Joel Embiid when it came to him, and the whole incident with Marcus whatchamacallit. I can't think right now. Marcus Spears. Joel has to be the bigger man. JJ is great for the Flyers. Yeah, he is. He is. Miss him doing the Phillies games, too. No balls, 2 strikes. That's to JT. Bakar is out there to pitch. Bellozo, his night is done. 3 innings of work. 2 earned runs, 4 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Here's the 1-2 to JT. And he gets a piece of it. And it'll go over to the Marlins on deck circle. How are you, Jason? Brian is also here. What's going on, man? Happy to see you guys on. Sal Pal? I met Sal. I worked with Sal. Yeah. But he's not a play-by-play. Well, he is he is a play-by-play announcer, but he doesn't do it for just the Philadelphia sports. He's a national guy. But yeah, I met Sal Pal. The pitch. And there's a line drive hit out over to left field. And that's going to get down for a base hit. And so JT gets on with a single as it takes a couple of bounces in front of the left fielder, Mesa Jr. And JT is aboard. Here comes Marsh. And the first pitch that he takes is outside for ball 1. There's the 1-0 on the way. There's a called strike. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. Here's the 1-1. There's a foul ball. J.J. Milt Thompson was a good assistant coach. You think he'd be a good manager? Yeah, I remember when Milt Thompson was the batting coach. I actually got to take some swings with him. That was really cool. Do I think that he'd be a good manager? I don't know. I don't know. 1-2 pitch, and that's a foul ball. It's hard for me to say, like, who would make a good manager because I'm not working for the Phillies. You know what I mean? Or like I'm not working in baseball, so I don't really fully know these guys and like what their schematics are and how that would translate to a managing role. Same thing with like Howie Kendrick. Like somebody asked me that the other day, and I just really don't know. I don't want to make like an inaccurate judgment, if that makes sense. The 1-2 is in the dirt for ball 2. And JT went over to second. He did get to advance on the wild pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Marsh. That is low for a ball. And that will make the count full. 3 innings for Sanchez. 4 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 5 strikeouts. Here's the payoff pitch to Brandon Marsh. That's another foul ball. Lake Bakar, 30 years old, from Winfield, Illinois. He does have a 3.58 earned run average. This is his second season in the majors. Payoff pitch, foul ball, and out of play it goes. Phillies got 2 runs so far. One was on an RBI bloop single from Bryce Harper. The other one came in the second, and it was on a solo shot by Max Kepler. Three balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The payoff pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out to deep right field. And that one is crushed. It's gone. A moonshot by Brandon Marsh. Kiss that ball goodbye. And the Phillies lead it 4-1. Gotta tell you, when Marsh hit that ball out to right field, Joey Weimer just stared at it and watched it go by. 1 ball, no strikes, and Harrison Bader is up. Marsh with his 9th homer of the season. And the 1-0 to Bader is a foul ball. That one goes out of play. So the count is 1-1. Charge! Here's Bader. He sends one out to left field. Back-to-back jacks for the Phils. Bader and Marsh continue to do damage for Philadelphia and carry the team. Drop those new Bader emojis. Kepler sends one out over to left field, but that one's going to be caught right on the track. Got a little bit lost there. Sorry about that. How about Marsh and Bader going back-to-back, drilling fastballs out of the yard? That's what you want to see from your offense. All this talk about Bader. I don't know about Harrison Bader. I don't know. Still is looking pretty good. 5-1 Phils, top of the fourth. And here's Alec Bowman comes up, and he slices one out to right field, and the catch is made. Nice catch there by Joey Weimer for out number 2. He did say that. I liked that call. I gotta cut those. I'm trying to come up with some better punchlines. Where's the bell emoji? Oh, you're right. Sorry about that. I'll have to get that back. I took it off because of the birds. I put a tarantula emoji in there instead. But yeah, I should probably put that back. Listen to this. The Phillies have 73 homers, according to Destiny Legardo, since the All-Star break. That's the most in the National League. And all 3 Phillies outfielders have homered in this game. No balls, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. I'll fix that during the break. And the 0-2 is outside for a ball. Now Josh Simpson is getting loosened up in the Marlins pen. 1-2 pitch to Stott, and he hammers it foul. So Kepler, Bader, and Marsh have homered. Those are all the outfielders, John. One-two pitch. That is outside for ball 2. That's the 7th time this season that 2 Phillies players have gone back-to-back. 2-2 pitch. And a bouncing ball hit over to first base. Wagaman gets to it and steps on the bag for out number 3. The damage is done, though. Brandon Marsh hits a 2-run shot out to right, and Bader follows up with a solo shot himself. And we're going to the bottom of the 4th. 5-1 Philadelphia. BRB. All right, hit that thumbs up button, folks. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell icons, too. And that way you will know when we do go live. There we go. Nice. David, he says, JJ, the moon outside my house looks red. Could it be a sign? Yeah, Hardcore said that it was pink. It's a pink moon. The moon looks pink, he said. Trying to see if I can see it this way. Nope, I can't see it. Huh. 5 more subs till we get to 7,200, folks. We have not gotten... Actually, we've gotten a couple today, but let's go. If you have not subscribed, help a brother out. First pitch to Heriberto Hernandez. That is taken for ball 1. Is that the Harvest Moon? I guess so. Wayne, thank you so much for the membership, man. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch is down for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch. And that is outside for ball 3. Three-0. There's a sinker down the middle for strike 1. Is that 94? I'm like still trying to like look for it, but there's a lot of trees that are towards my bed, so it's gonna be hard for me to see. 3-1. There's a strike. Actually, that's a ball called. Excuse me. Leadoff walk to start off the bottom of the 4th inning. And Hernandez is aboard. Eric Wagaman is due up. And Wagaman takes strike 1. Somebody keep me updated on the Chiefs game, please. You don't have to say like all the time, but just, you know, if they're going into like the second quarter or if somebody scores, just tell me. The ball is 1 strike. Here's a sinker at 96 miles per hour taken for strike 2. Well, Baltimore's taking on the Dodgers. Ooh. 0-2 on the way to Wagaman. Swing on a bouncer. Hit over to shortstop. Turner has it. Throws it to second for 1. And that's all that they're going to get. 6-4 fielder's choice. Dude, playoffs on here are going to be awesome. It's gonna be rocking on here. You know what? I'm in the mood. 1 sec. There you go. 5 new memberships. All right, here's the pitch. Ground ball hit over to third. The throw to second, there's 1. The throw to first, that's not in time. That's a 5-4 fielder's choice. Jacob, Drywall Wizard, G. Vanutes. Good for G. Vanutes. Ronald and Damon, congratulations on the gifted memberships. Yeah. Chiefs went 3 and out. Chargers driving to the 20-yard line. I think you said in the beginning of your broadcast what the magic number is. It wasn't me. That was Hardcore. Hardcore said it. Here's the pitch. There's a slider that's taken on the upper third of the zone for strike 1. Hokey boy has a frown. It's like randomly generated. Always a bridesmaid, never the bride. Ay. 0-1 pitch. Line drive, base it out to left field. And so there's 2 base runners on in the bottom of the 4th. Baseball Reference does have a magic number calculator, which I do use because this is really important. Ay. So our team is 81 wins. And the Mets, of course, as the pitch is taken outside for a ball. Mets have 65 losses. 17 is the magic number according to the calculator here. 2 balls, no strikes. But I think it also, you got to factor in the tiebreaker. And the Mets have that. So it probably is 18. Two balls, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the fourth. There's 2 outs. And the pitch. There's a swing and a miss. That fastball was right down the middle. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the fourth. 2 gone. That's a junior in the box. Sanchez kicks, fires. And there's a bouncer hit over to first base. Harper has it. Underhanded throw over the Sanchez is in plenty of time. And we are going to the top of the 5th inning. Phillies do lead at 5-1. We'll take a quick step off. Don't go anywhere. Josh Simpson is out there to pitch for the Fish. The ball is 1 strike. Trey Turner. We did miss 1 pitch. Apologize about that. The pitch. That's a pie for a ball. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Trey Turner, who is 1 for 2 on the day, by the way. He had the RBI, or he got on with a single. And then he would score on Harper's RBI single in that first inning. I think we're good now. Yeah, that's better. It's a lot better. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Turner. The 1-2 pitch. Bouncing ball hit over to second base. Going to be a tough play. Does Turner beat it out? He does. The throw was just a little bit late from the second baseman of the Marlins. And Turner gets on with an infield single. Clayton McAuliffe is going to say hold it for a second. And they're going to say challenge. Okay. So the Marlins will challenge this. I thought it was close. I'd like to see a replay of it. Acosta did a good job getting to it. It was going to be a tough play. It was. This might be the angle here where it shows the ball up in the front. If it's a tie, it does go to the runner. I don't know if there's enough evidence to overturn this call, but it was close. They're down by 4, so they were successful with 1. I guess that they were like, what do we have to lose? And again, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel too. We must have had a couple of bots subscribe because they unsubscribed. Let's see again. You can't tell from that angle. I don't know. Turner is over at first. Okay, so the challenge was unsuccessful. And Kyle Schwarber is coming up. They didn't show make the call. The pitch. That's way outside for a ball. It's 1 ball, no strikes. JJ backed up to the camera and pulled. It's a full moon. Ay. It's funny. I missed that comment before. Sorry about that. 7-0. 3-yard touchdown pass for Herbert. The pitch to Kyle. Foul ball. I did see news that Xavier Worthy collided with Travis Kelce. And Worthy, I believe he went back to the locker room. But he got hurt. 1-1. That misses outside for ball 2. Dave says, not counting my chickens, the Phillies need to sweep Miami, New York to win the tiebreaker. 2-1 to Kyle. And he looks at the sweeper that's in there for strike 2. Do we still think that Kyle can get to 60? That means that he would have to hit 11 home runs in, 100? That'd be like 20 games. A little bit less. Nah, 20. Yeah, you could. 11 home runs in 20 games, that's a lot to ask for. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber. Simpson gets set below the letters, and the pitch is down for ball 3. Schwarber, one of the top leaders in walks this year across baseball. Three balls, 2 strikes. The toss back over to first. Not in time. Three-two pitch, ground ball, base it out to right field. And Trey Turner will head on over to second base, and Kyle Schwarber is 2 for 3 today so far. So that puts runners on over at first and second. And now Bryce Harper is due up next. Good for Schwarber to be able to get on for his second time tonight. Phillies' top 3 hitters today, 5 for 8 so far. And now Harper is up. He's 1 for 2. He had the RBI single back in the first. First pitch to Harper. It's way up high, and every runner is going to move up a base for Philadelphia. That hit the backstop. It's a wild pitch. Nothing that Ramirez could do there. The pitch was just high from Simpson, and that leaves first base open. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Bryce. That ball is fouled away. All right, let's go, everybody. Let's go. Charge! One ball, one strike. Runners on at second and third, and the pitch to Bryce. And he fouls off the sweeper. That one does go out of play. Yeah, I like the Za'Darius Smith signing. I like that a lot. Colton says, I need a homer. One ball, two strikes to Harper. Simpson kicks, deals, swing and a miss. Not that time. And so he's down on strikes for the first time tonight. Got a fastball there. He was just late on it. He has a good swing. He really does. Just wanted to throw that out there. Here's the pitch to JT. Line drive and a rocket caught over at first. And there's out number 2. That's the second time where JT has hit a ball hard and just got out. He's now 1 for 3. He did score a run his last time up. Now Brandon Marsh is coming up. Marsh, Bader, and Kepler, 3 home runs and 4 RBI. Simpson kicks, deals, and that misses off the plate for ball 1. So now there's 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Bader waits in the on-deck circle. And the 1-0 to Marsh. That is outside, not by much. 2-0. Five seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 2-0 to Marsh. That sweeper is called a strike. Again, I want to thank everybody who came on last night to support us for the Eagles opener. That was fun. Love doing the Birds games. And I really appreciate all the support. 2-1 pitch, and that's up high for ball 3. That's the most that we've had for opening day. So that's pretty impressive. Jason, what's going on, dude? How are you, my friend? 3 balls, 1 strike. Hitters counts. Marsh locked in. The 3-1 pitch. And a sweeper is thrown on the outside corner for strike 2. Yeah, I forgot to cut that Bader call yesterday. I didn't forget. I just got tired. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch, and that's low for ball 4. Bases are loaded, and Harrison Bader is coming up, folks. Drop the Bader emotes in the chat. Let's go. Bader's homer went 410 feet, and Marsh's went 420 in the 4th inning. Come on, chat. I can't hear ya. Let's go. That was nice. All right, let's go. Let's go. Diamond Zone. Yeah, we got the bonus diamond zone coverage. Yeah, that was really just the Yankees game. But yeah. Oh, by the way, just to follow up what happened with that bat that was being inspected. Taylor Trammell is facing no discipline from the league. Here's Bader, and the first pitch is fouled off towards the left side. Bader 1 for 2. He homered his last time up. Come on, chat. Let's go! George! No balls, 1 strike. Simpson kicks, deals. The pitch is inside, dropped by the catcher, but everybody will stay put. Turner is at third for Philadelphia. So you got Turner at third. And then over at second, it's Schwarber. And at first, it's Marsh. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Bader, swing and a miss. He wanted to hack at that thing. It was a sweeper down the middle. You could tell he wanted that pitch. A violent swing and nothing but air. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Simpson kicks, deals, swing and a miss. Decided to go with a changeup downstairs, and it worked. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. Phillies do leave bases loaded, and they'll be back in just a few moments. So, yeah, going back to Trammell, he's not facing any discipline from the league. So, but yeah. Anyhow. Folks, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I don't have any reads on the channel, but I do like to promote my plugs and all that sort of stuff. So on this channel, you get Phillies coverage, you get Sixers coverage, Eagles coverage, and also Sunday Night Baseball, and a thing called MLB Diamond Zone, which is basically baseball's version of NFL Red Zone. If you guys follow Scott Hansen and NFL Red Zone, it's basically what we do for Major League Baseball. It's a lot of fun. It's great. And you should definitely check that out. Fantasy baseball playoffs are here. So tomorrow we'll do another version of Diamond Zone. And then Sunday we'll do Sunday Night Baseball. So that'll be fun. And make sure that you guys tune on into that. As we wrap up the baseball season, we have a lot of content that's being pushed out. That's because we got to finish strong. It's our home stretch. It really is. It's our home stretch. So we gotta finish strong, and that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. So I hope that you guys hit the thumbs up button just to show support. We need 5 more subscribers to help us get to 7,200. Just 5. Just 5. I really want us to get there tonight. I really, really want us to get there tonight. We are also at 156 likes. We're trying to get to 200 right now. So, let's drink some water. Cheers to everybody. The pitch. And there's a called strike to Javier Sanoja, who had an RBI double back in the 3rd. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch. That's a foul ball. Hanging tough, JJ, says Jason. Let's do it. Let's get ourselves a W. 0-2 pitch from Christopher Sanchez. That ball is chopped over to shortstop. Turner has it, has to throw it over to first, and according to the umpire, he's out. Sanoha, on the other hand, thought he was safe. The Marlins, I don't think that they can challenge this because they've used 2 challenges, and he would have been safe. Yeah. He would have been safe. That's a bad call there. Here comes Otto Lopez, batting on the right side. And Sanchez, not wasting any time, does not get the call. It was at the knees. You're the best, my friend. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That sinker is in the dirt for ball 2. So it's 2 balls, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Nobody on. 1 out. Oh, that stretch felt good. That felt really good. 2-0 pitch. Fly ball drifting out to right field. Kepler maneuvers towards his left and makes the catch at the letters for the 2nd out. John is here. What's going on, John? So here's my question. Oh, I agree. I agree, Lou. Yeah, but they're allowing him to do it through YouTube. And congratulations to him on that opportunity, you know. The ball is 1 strike to Agustin Ramirez on a swing and a miss. Got a question for you guys. I do. I have a legit question. The 0-1 that is outside for a ball. Excuse me. If you were to pick one team in the National League that the Phillies would face in round 1, whether they have to play in the wild card series or in the DS, who would that team be? Out of all the teams, who would you want to play round 1? One ball, 2 strikes. Sanchez kicks, deals, and the pitch is down low for ball 2. Because here's my thing, okay? I don't care who we play in round 1. I have the mindset of it doesn't matter who they face. I just want to win. But I'm curious because other people feel different about that. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Ground ball rolled over to short, backhanded by Turner, and he picks it up, throws it over to first. And we're going to go to the 6th inning. So a 1-2-3 inning for Christopher Sanchez. Phillies still up by 4 runs. They'll be back. And why are you going with the team that you're picking? MLB and NBA miss the mark on that stuff sometimes. Yeah. I hear you. You didn't say you had to be in playoff contention. I did not. I did not say that, Philly Birds. So all is technically up in the air. So I guess David says the Cubs. Doug says the Dodgers. Philly Bird says, oh, the Rockies. Yes. They're actually eliminated, though. They are eliminated, so they technically can't, by definition, can't be in the playoffs right now. So that's not a hypothetical anymore that they're not making it to the playoffs. That's actually a fact because they have over... Do they have over 100 losses? They hit 100. I remember I saw that. John says it doesn't matter. And I agree with that. I don't care who they face. I really don't. but some people do. Out of all the teams or playoff level teams, we seem to own the Cubs this season. Okay, but would you rather, like, I don't know if I want to play the Cubs in a wild card series. Again, like, hypothetically speaking, from just that perspective, if I were to choose, I mean, I guess maybe the Cubs would probably be the best one, but out of all the regulars, or out of all the other teams. Here's the pitch to Kepler. There's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. It's playable, and the catch is made in front of the track for out number 1. It was caught by Jacob Marcy. 4 more subs. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Every man on here has experienced a split stream. The question is, which one do you aim? John says the Cubs. We have a lot of Johns on here. What's going on? What's up, John G? Here's the pitch. There's a changeup. That's at the knees for strike 1. Lou says, I don't think I want the Mets because we just seem to match up poorly with them for whatever reason right now. But that could change in the next series, Lou. That could. The 0-1. There's a called strike 2. Dodgers, because I think we have their number, Doug. Can you imagine if the Phillies had to play the Dodgers in the first round, or even it would not be the first round. They actually would not, unless the Padres win the division. But then they would have to slide down to the 4 seed. The Cubs would have to be the 3. No, I guess you're right. The Padres would be the 3 seed. You're right. So yeah, we would play the Dodgers. Here's the pitch to Bohm. Line drive, base hit out over to left field. Alec Bohm comes through. By the way, forgot to mention this, and I apologize. Getting really lost with the chat. So Bohm is now 1 for 3. And he's on over at first. And Bryson Stott is the only Phillies batter that has not gotten a hit today. He is now due up. Bohm leads off over at first. And Stott takes a ball outside. 3 more! 3 more subs till we get to 7,200. Nice. Keep those subs coming. Sound Riding 1. Thank you for the sub. The 1-0 pitch from Simpson, and that is low for ball 2. Let's go, chat. Charge! 2 more. Yes. 2 more, baby. 2 more. 2 balls, no strikes. And the 2-0 pitch to Stott just inside for ball 3. Who has the worst pitchers? Yeah. John G says, I'm fine. JJ looking in from Davenport, Florida. Did I say that correctly? It is Davenport, correct. It's not Davenport. Just want to make sure I said that correct. Lee. 3-0 pitch, and there's a called strike on the outside corner. Jason says the Mets. I'll take any of the teams. 3-1 pitch to Stott. Down low for ball 4, and every single Phillies batter has gotten on base today. Let's go! One more sub. One more sub. And now it's Trey Turner coming up to the plate. Simpson gets set above the belt. And the first pitch to Turner, foul ball. We did it! We got the 7,200. Thank you so much. Love you all. Love you all so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. No balls, one strike. One out. The pitch to Turner. Line drive smacked out to right field for a base hit. And so, the throw is going to be drawn over to the plate. Bohm will stop over at third. And the bases are juiced for the King. Let's go. Turner got a fastball and was able to drill it out to right field. Did not think Bohm was going to score. And a wise decision to hold him up. The bases are juiced. And Schwarber is coming up. He's in the box. Pitch number 1 to Kyle. Off the plate for ball 1. And the Phillies trying to make some noise with 1 out and bases loaded in the top of the 6th inning. Charge! Schwarber is hitting .253 in his career with the bases loaded. The 1-0 to Kyle. Foul ball back over towards the screen. One pitch to Kyle, and he drills it foul down the left field line. You can do it. We did it. Thank you. That thing was drilled. George Soriano getting loosened up. Drop those Schwarber emojis. Activate them. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way outside for ball 2. Bum, 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 bum. Harper's in the on-deck circle. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. That sweeper was outside by a little bit. And Schwarber's timing was off. And there's out number 2 in the top of the 6th inning. Was out in front of it. So there's 2 gone in the 6th. And Bryce Harper is coming up now. The pitch to Bryce. And he smacks it foul towards the third base side and out of play. No balls, 1 strike to Bryce Harper. Simpson kicks, fires, another swing and a miss. And that fastball was out of the zone. Come on, Bryce, you got to lock in here. Don't let this guy off the hook. No balls, 2 strikes. And time is called. And both Harper and Simpson will reset. JT's up next. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-2 to Harper. And he hits this one out over towards shallow center field. It's playable, and the catch is made by Jacob Marcy for out number 3. That's the second time that the Phillies have ended an inning with bases loaded. And we're going to the bottom of the 6th. Marcy, who caught the ball, will lead it off. With that, okay, we are going to go say hi to Orioles Birdwatcher. That's who we are going to go say hi to. I want us to go rate him and I want us to go say, play-by-play with JJ sent you. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to post the link. You go over there. You say hi to the bird watcher. And we will be right back. There it is. Okay. Don't go anywhere. The ball is one strike to Jacob Marcy. Lefty versus lefty. And Sanchez with the pitch. Ground ball rolled over towards the right side. Sanchez bare hands it. Throws it over to first and gets the out. He had to run over towards that first base line. It was hit over towards his left. And it just stayed fair. And when he spinned, he threw a dart over to first. And getting the speedster Marcy out, that's huge. Christopher Sanchez showing off his athleticism. There's one away. There's the pitch. There's a strike called at the knees at 97. Continue to hit the thumbs up button, folks, and subscribe to the channel, too, if you have not done so already. Here's Heriberto Hernandez. He drills it over to shortstop. It's picked up, though, by Trey Turner on the ground. And the throw over to first is in plenty of time. 6-3 on the putouts. So Freddie Freeman did just tie it up. By the way, the Mets are up. They're winning 5-4 in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Cincinnati Reds are coming up to the plate. Jay's here. Hoagie Boy's here. What's going on, everybody? Eric Wagaman comes up, and he grounds one back up the middle. Stott has it, though, as he backhands it. Picks it up. Throws it over to first. And we are going to the top of the 7th inning. Christopher Sanchez has done a very good job for Philadelphia. And he keeps a 5-1 lead. 6 innings, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts, and 1 walk allowed. And the Phillies will be back in just a few moments. Time is 8:58. Chris Sale got a standing ovation as he exited the game with 2 outs in the 7th. He gave up 4 hits. He had 9 strikeouts and no walks in 6 2/3 of an inning. Braves are actually winning 1-0. Excuse me. Aloha. What's up, Kevin? Let him off the hook. JJ, what are the odds you got 240 people viewing and 2 from 1,000 miles away in Davenport, Florida? We might have a couple more. I do tend to notice that we have a lot of people tuning on in from Florida. We got Jane. We got Larry. We got you, and somebody else on here said that before, and I feel so bad for not remembering who that was. But yes, we have a lot of people from Florida. It's interesting. Christopher Sanchez, by the way, has a total of 71 pitches. 71 pitches for Christopher Sanchez. Actually, make that 72. 72 pitches. 50 of them have been for strikes. But yeah. I know. Ugh, excuse me. JT comes up to the plate. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the first pitch is outside for ball 1. You're funny, Shapoke. 1-0 to JT. Line drive, foul ball. Just hooked foul. JJ needs a nap. Yeah, I just yawned a couple times. But we're good. We're good. It's been a lot of hours this week. Here's the pitch. That's up high for ball 2. Last night, that was a long, long night. I mean, I know I've done like 10-hour streams, and I'm, getting used to doing longer ones, but still, that game just took so much out of me. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch is outside for ball 3. Davenport, Florida isn't widely recognized, so I've said it. I said in chat, it's near Mickey and Minnie World. Huh? I didn't know that. 3-1 pitch. And JT gets the benefit of the doubt as he takes ball 4. Soriano did not get the call. And there's a leadoff walk to start off the top of the 7th. Brandon Marsh is due up next. Pitch on the way, and that is outside. Xavier Worthy is out for the rest of the Chiefs game. They looked out of sorts after that long delay. Dude, that whole game really took a lot out of me. I couldn't even do a post-game show. Pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dan! Thank you so much, Dan. Thank you so much for the super chat. Here's the pitch to Marsh. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. Second baseman has it. Throws it back over to short. They played him the pull, and it is in time. And that'll bring up Harrison Bader. So that is a 4-6 fielder's choice. Thank you so much, Dan, for the $5 super chat. He says, keep up the good work. Appreciate all that you do. I appreciate you, man. Very, very nice. It's a lot of hours, but you know what? We're so lucky. I'm the luckiest person ever. Because this is a career. It's not a job. That was a nice catch by that fan. Here comes Bader. First pitch for a ball. Second pitch, that's down for ball 2. Look, the slider there. Bader hit his 15th homer of the season back in the 4th. He's 31 years old now. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That misses inside for ball 3. Here's a question for you. Should Harrison Bader move up in the batting order? Because I like him exactly where he is. 3 balls, no strikes to Bader. And the pitch is just in there for strike 1. Bader's batting .307 with the Phillies. 3-1 delivery, and that misses outside for ball 4, and Bader gets on base once again. Nice walk there. 1 gone in the top of the 7th inning. Phillies lead at 5-1. Marsh at second, Bader at first. Charge! And now Max Kepler is due up. This, by far, is the Phillies' best outfield offensively and defensively with the roster that they currently have. First pitch to Kepler is off the plate for ball 1. John, thank you so much. I love my Philly freaks. The 1-0 delivery. It's high again for ball 2. Soriano with 15 pitches. His strike-to-ball ratio has not been good, and that's being nice. Two-0 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? And they say yes, he did. 15 pitches, and 5 of them have been strikes. That's not good. Kep will call for time. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch on the way. That looked a little bit low, but it's a called strike. Two-two pitch to Kepler. Line drive, base hit down the right field line. Kepler hits a rocket out to right field. He'll stay put over at first. Marsh is rounding third. He's being waved home. He'll come in to score. The throw is cut off. The throw back to first. It's not in time. Max Kepler, have yourself a day. He kept it fair. And Bader, that'll put him over at second base. Third base, that is. And now Bohm is due up. 1 out, and Bohm stares at a slider at the knees for strike 1. Alec tonight 1 for 3 with a single back in the 6th. And he takes the 0-1 up high and inside. He had to get out of the way. That was close. Oof. Look out, Bohm. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at the corners, and the 1-1 misses down and in for ball 2. And Soriano having some issues finding that strike zone. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, people. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the 2-1 offering, swing and a miss. That slider tailed outside, had a lot of spin to it. Two balls, 2 strikes. 12 more legs till we get to 2-0. 2-2 delivery. And Bohm gets a piece of it and stays alive. So Marsh is 1 for 3. Bader's 1 for 3. Bohm is also 1 for 3 as well. 2-2 pitch to Alec. Swing and a miss. He committed. The pitch was down low and away. And Soriano fooled him again. Fool me once, fool me twice. Got him both times. Here comes Bryson Stott to the plate. And Stott takes outside, or on the outside corner, I should say, for strike one. He did get on base with a walk in his last at-bat. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. 0-1. The pitch. Outside for a ball. Here's the pitch. In the air. Hit out over towards right field. That's going back towards the track. See you later. 9-1 Philadelphia. And Bryson Stott puts it out of reach. Gets a hit, including Stoddard. Here comes Trey Turner. He's 3 for 4. 1 ball, no strikes to Trey. Soriano kicks, deals, and that one misses inside pretty badly for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch to Turner, and he takes a slider at the knees for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. That was a good swing by Stott, and his 10th home run of the season. It's also the 4th home run by Philadelphia today as the 2-1 is fouled away. The 2-2 to Turner. And he smashes it out to right field for another base hit. 4 hits for Trey, and he continues to stay hot. The stove continues to heat up for Philadelphia. And Kyle Schwarber comes up. Soriano is just leaving pitches out over the middle. And just making a lot of mistakes. But the Phillies are capitalizing. That's what you want to do. Let's go. Dude, that swing by Stott was awesome. Bader's home run. And I didn't really mention this before. It looked like it was a cannonball. It really did. George Soriano, half of his pitches have been balls, and the other half, of course, strikes. 32 total pitches for him. And the Schwarberian is due up. He's looking for number 50. He's 2 for 4. First pitch, and Kyle fouls it back towards the screen. We are now 8 subscribers away from getting ourselves to 7210 subs. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch to Kyle Schwarber inside for ball 1. Let's go, Wayne. Let's go. 1-1 to Kyle Schwarber. That is down in the way for ball 2. The 2-1 offering. And Schwarber fouls it off again. That sounds like a plan, Larry. Whoa. That was bad. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Kyle Schwarber is another bouncer that's fouled away. Definitely working up the pitch count. Think Clayton's waving the white flag? Two balls, 2 strikes. Soriano's pitch on the way, and Schwarber will pop it up over towards the right side. It's caught by the second baseman for out number 3. I think a piece of the wood came off, but it was not a big piece. That thing looked like it was just shattering a little bit. Nonetheless, though, the inning is over, but Bryson Stott hits a laser out to right field and gives the Phillies the cushion that they need. They're up 9-1, and we're going to the bottom of the 7th inning, which means it is now time for trivia. I will ask you a Phillies trivia question, and if you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you will hear this. Got an easy one for you tonight. I want you to name me a Phillies player who has also played for the Miami Marlins at one point in their career. The Marlins, the franchise. Name me one Phillies player that has played for the Marlins in their career. Could be a batter or a pitcher. Ben Franklin. Next one. Just kidding. Just name me one. Ho Chi Minh. No. Incorrect. Alfaro. Clark Kent. Nope. JT. Correct. Zeus. Dan Uggla. Dan Uggla did not play for the Phillies, so therefore that is incorrect. Dan Uggla never played for the Phillies. Who else do we got? Jeff Conine. Jeff Conine did indeed play for the Phillies. Sixto Sanchez. Yep. Segura. Peter Parker. Nice try. Darren Dalton. Juan Pierre. Nice. Bottom of the 7th. Uggla was Atlanta, then Florida. Correct. The pitch. There's a ground ball. It's fouled. Trying to think of who else you could have said. You could have said Justin Bour. If you remember, Justin Bour was a Philly. Bour had like a couple of good seasons for the Marlins. Could have also said Jeff Francoeur. Jeff Francoeur played for every single NL East team except for the Nationals. The pitch. There's a line drive. Base it out to right field. Christopher Sanchez, by the way, still going. 74 pitches for him. And Joey Wiemer able to get on with an opposite field single. Placido Polanco. That's a very good one. Could have also said A.J. Burnett. Did Al Leiter play for the Phillies? Al Leiter. Or did he play for both teams is what I want to know. Al Leiter is incorrect. He did not. Jim Eisenreich was Jim Eisenreich. Is that a correct answer? Yes. Good job. Tyler Phillips. I know that for a fact. 1 ball, 1 strike to Maximo Acosta. Technically, you could also say, I mean, he hasn't played for the Marlins yet. But, oh my gosh, don't tell me. Who was the second baseman / shortstop that was in the Phillies farm system that was traded along with Tyler Phillips? Don't tell me. Kaba? Isn't that correct? 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch is up high for ball 3. Randy Wolf. Another good one. Yep. 3 balls, 1 strike. Was Greg Dobbs a Marlin? That'll be my last one. Greg Dobbs was a Marlin. 3-1 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. Bader gets under it, makes the catch. Who was it? Who was that other prospect? Anybody remember? He played with the Phillies. He was in the farm system. He's a middle infielder. Got traded in the Tyler Phillips trade. Is that Kaba? I forget what his first name is. Somebody tell me down below. Somebody tell me. Andrew Bellotti, too. The pitch, there's a foul ball. Was Pat Burrell a member of the Marlins? Nope. The ball is 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the 7th. There's 1 away. Can somebody look it up? Somebody? Yeah, somebody fact check that for me. The pitch. Ground ball hit towards the right side. Sanchez has it. Spins, turns, throws it over to first. That's in time for out number 2. Oh my gosh. It's going to bug me. What was his name? What was his first name? Kaba. Not Jose Kaba. Junior Kaba? No. Pitch, ground ball towards the right side. Harper has it. Easy work for him as he takes it to the bag for out number 3. And Christopher Sanchez goes back to the dugout. Still pitching very well. He's in cruise control and is on another level. We're going to go to the top of the 8th, 9-1. Who was it? Who was it? Kaba. Who was the Kaba guy? His last name was Kaba. He was traded in the deal. Jose Kaba. Phillies. Starlin Kaba. Starlin Kaba. One of their top prospects. That's who it was. Starlin Kaba. That's who I was thinking of. That's who I was thinking of. I was thinking of Starlin Kaba, who was traded in that deal. Nobody else could get that? Nobody else remembered Starlin Kaba as a top prospect? I guess not. That's okay. Yeah, Starlin Kaba. That is correct. Where is Starlin Kaba now? Kaba is 13th on the Marlins list. He's with their organization, right? Kaba Marlins. It says it was for cash in March of 2025 and considerations. Yeah, Starlin Caba, though, was traded. Oh, wait. Oh, you're right. Caba was traded in the Luzardo deal. You're right. You're right. Here's the pitch to Harper. Line drive, diving catch out in right field, and Harper gets robbed on a base hit. And there's one out. That's right. Starlin Caba was a part of the Jesus Luzardo trade, I believe. Yep, it was Zeus. That was not for whoever else I thought it was. Tyler Phillips. Here's the pitch to Rafael Marchand. Seth Martinez is pitching. There's the 0-1, and that misses down and away for a ball. One ball, one strike. And the pitch. That's taken for a strike. I don't remember Caba, but I remember Joba. Yeah, Starlin Caba, he's still in the minors, but he was one of the top Phillies prospects, and he was traded in the Zeus trade. That thing was a bullet. Complete game, low pitch count. I don't think that they're going to have him go much deeper. I don't. I think that they're going to use guys like Max Lazar. 1-2 pitch, grounder, rolled over towards the first base side. Wagaman's there and tags the bag for out number 2. Folks, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We got 264 people watching. I know that we got football on tonight, but I really appreciate you all for being on here and for riding this out. I also understand, too, that it is the Marlins. We got the 200. We got 262 people watching and 201 likes. That is outstanding. Wow. That's awesome. The pitch. That is outside for a ball. Joseph says if Marchand ever learns to hit, he could be great. It reminds me of Dutch, who before roids, mostly a 220 hitter, and then breaks out when he suddenly was hitting 300 and found power. I like that comparison. I like that comp. 1 ball, 1 strike. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Brandon Marsh is at the plate. Here's the 1-1, and he takes strike 2. Please hit that subscribe button if you have not done so already. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Foul ball again. Joseph, you know who else knew how to hit as a catcher and he was really underrated, and I brought him up a couple of months ago? How about Chris Coast? 1-2 pitch. There's a foul ball. That one goes out of play. That guy was a pretty good hitting catcher. Shots fired, Otto. That was funny. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lieberthal, he was a good one too. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And we're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Phillies lead it 9-1. Let's go. All right, so Sanchez's night is done. And Tanner Banks will come on in. So let's give a round of applause to Christopher Sanchez. Nice. Drop those Sanchez emojis. emojis. Drop them. Drop those emotes. He did great, dude. He did. He did an awesome job tonight. My favorite thing about him tonight was that he was in control of the game. He did not look stressed at all. He was like, Marlins, I look through your lineup, I'm going to dominate you. You're not going to hit my fastball. You're not going to hit my changeup. And you're going to have a hard time today. Even against the slider. It was good. It was really, really good. So, that was really what you asked for. It was what you asked for, man. And I can't ask for a better performance than that, for sure. Sanchez efficient after the first 3 innings. Yeah, he was... Look, okay, the 3rd inning specifically got, a little bit shaky there, but he, to his credit, he settled in. Again, I understand it is the Marlins. But let's also not forget this. The Marlins did take 2 out of 3 to who? Or 3 out of 3 against who? They're a feisty team. They also took a couple of games against the Yankees, too. So, remember they had that one comeback. You can't play down to them. I agree with that, too, THR 33 Step. And by the way, thank you so much for coming on here. Hope you're having a good one. There's Wes Wilson. He'll be fielding over at first. Tanner Banks pitching. And here's the 0-1. It's a foul ball. First pitch was foul. Second pitch was foul. Gotta tell you, the Giants are getting hot. The Giants are getting hot. I don't know who they are going to have to pray for. Did the Reds lose? Is the Reds game over? Oh, it's in the bottom of the 9th. It's weird. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Giants are still alive in this wild card race. They need the Reds to win. 1-2 on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. That's going back over towards the track, and it is going to hit off the top of the Goya sign out in left field. Marshall will throw it over to second. It's off the line. There's a leadoff double to start off the bottom of the 8th inning for Miami. It's Jack Winkler that got on with the double. I was like, wait, that's not Jesse Winker. Jack Winkler, not Winker. Bottom of the 8th. The pitch. There's a strike at the knees. Banks, his ERA is a 2.91. He does have 55 strikeouts. Has only allowed 3 earned runs in 13 innings in August. Pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards dead center field. Navarro is going to go yard. And that makes it now 9-3. So it's now a 6-run lead for Philadelphia on a 2-run laser hit out over towards center field. Bader ran out of room. And Tanner Banks gives up 2 bad pitches out over the middle of the plate. This guy has some pop in the bat. When he gets a hold of one, that can go pretty far. Here's the next pitch. Ground ball rolled over to first base. Wilson picks it up on the backhand, tosses it back over to Banks, who covers the bag and gets the out himself for out number 1. Winker? I don't even know her. You don't know Wink? Doing great, JJ. How are you? I'm doing good, man. Just happy to be on here. Very content. One ball, no strikes. Here's the windup in the pitch. That is on the outside corner for a strike. Congratulations to Brian Navarreto. Able to hit a home run in his first at-bat of the season. He's 30 years old. I mean, that's a really cool moment. Hasn't played with the big league club since 2020. And for him to be able to come back and do that, that's a cool moment. To say that I have a major league home run, that really is. 3 balls, 1 strike. There's a sinker that catches the inside corner at the knees for strike 2. Reminds me of, that really does remind me of Wes Wilson and his home run in his first at-bat. But that was in his first at-bat of his career. Pitch on the way from Banks, swing and a miss. There's out number 2. There we go. Nice. The Reds are not done. Oh my gosh. The Reds have runners on over at first and second with nobody out in the bottom of the 9th. And TJ Fradel is up. Wow. 1 ball, no strikes. It's now 3-0 to Fradel. Keeping our eyes on this game. The 1-0 on the way, broken back ground ball, hit over to Bryson Stott. He picks it up, throws it over to first, and that is in time for out number 3. Bases loaded for the Reds. Oh, my goodness. Nobody out in the bottom of the 9th inning out in Cincinnati as they look to try to come back and beat the Mets and still stay in that wild card race. Oh, my gosh. They got a dogfight going on. That's wild. So Fradel just walked. The tying runs at third, and a base hit could win the game. That's pretty wild. I'm going to check up on that really quickly. Guys, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hopefully you guys are doing well and having yourselves an awesome day. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. Noelvi Marte is up for them. Put that game on really quickly before the Phillies game comes back. But yeah, nobody out in the bottom of the 9th. Infield's playing in for the Mets. 1-2 is down low for ball 2. And once the Phillies game is back on, we'll go there. That's crazy, though. Who would have thought? Of course, Diaz is pitching. This would be insane. 2-2 to Marte. This will cut the magic number down for the Phillies to win the NL East. Two balls, 2 strikes. Time was just called. Bader is up for the Phillies. Go back there in a second. But this has gotten wild. It's the end of this game. The 2-2 is outside for ball 3. Wow. 1 more ball ties the game out in Cincinnati. Are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss. And Marte is down on strikes, and there's out number 1. Also, by the way, Bader did get out for Philadelphia. That's wild. Ellie De La Cruz now comes up for the Cincinnati Reds. First pitch to Ellie, and he takes strike 1. So Kepler is up for the Phillies. Harrison Bader got himself out. Here's the 0-1 to Ellie. That is outside for a ball. Sorry that this is not updating for whatever reason. The 1-1 to De La Cruz, and he looks at strike 2 again, right on the outside corner. Crazy stuff. Kepler just sent one out to left field, but that's caught for out number 2. So 2 outs in the top of the 9th in the Phillies game. We got Alvarez calling for time. Edwin Diaz, something on his cleat he's complaining about. What's he complaining about? Oh, his cleat broke. Edwin Diaz's cleat broke. He's going to get a new cleat. By the way, Bohm is going to get on with a single with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. So in the meantime, we'll just go over here back to the Phillies game until they get that resolved. Edwin Diaz's cleat broke. He's getting a new cleat on his left foot. So, by the way, Bohm is on over at first. Bader struck out. Kepler flied out. And Bryson Stott is up for Philadelphia. They're still fixing that cleat. The pitch. There's a called strike at 97. Now he's tying them. My gosh. No balls. 1 strike to Bryson Stott. He had a 3-run homer his last time up. Didn't even know that you could actually do that. There's the 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. And you don't want him, I guess. I guess he just gets all the time for that, huh? I don't mean that as a bad thing. No balls. 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. Here's the 0-2. It's a foul ball. Now Diaz is warming up. His new cleats. The ball is 2 strikes to Stott. Ellie De La Cruz has never had a walk-off hit before. And he takes high for ball 2. We'll let you know how Stott's at-bat finishes, but this at-bat will continue. Oh, my gosh. So if the Mets lose and the Phillies win, the Phillies cut their magic number down. 2-2 on the way. Strike 3 called. What was he looking at? It was right at the knees, and there's out number 2. Damn. There was nobody out with bases loaded, and now there's 2 outs. By the way, Stott is still up. And that was a foul ball. Two gone now in the bottom of the 9th. And now Gavin Lux is up. First pitch way outside for ball 1. Stott hits one out to center field. That's going to get down for a base hit for the Phillies. And so that'll put runners on at first and second for Philadelphia. 1-0 pitch. There's a ground ball. Foul. Towards the right side. It's a Gavin Lux. pretty crazy. I don't know. I don't know. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gavin Lux. Diaz with 28 pitches. The 1-1 pitch, way up high. I don't know how Alvarez caught that, but he did. Sosa is up for the Phillies. He's pinch hitting. The count is 1-0. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch, ground ball hit over to first base. The second baseman has it, throws it over to first, and that is the ball game. There was nobody out in the bottom of the 9th with bases loaded, and the Reds absolutely failed miserably. And the Mets hang on and win. How about that? That is unbelievable. 2 balls, no strikes here to Edmundo Sosa. This is Peterson pitching. And the pitch to Sosa, he hits it out to left field, but it's not that deep. It'll be playable. And the catch will be made for out number 3 as the Phillies and Marlins go to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's 9-3 Philadelphia. Weimer, Acosta, and Mesa Jr. are all due up. Damn, that's too bad. That is too bad, man. Unreal. That certainly does not help them out. It doesn't help the Giants out either. They're probably like, thank you, Cincinnati. Thanks, Reds. The Reds, the Giants, and the Phillies are all upset about that. Dude, nobody out with bases loaded. That's insane. And he stalled. Yeah, he's changed his shoes. Now, meanwhile, they're going to complain about Bohm, complaining about the lights, about the reflectors, but yet the cleats. That's the excuse there. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 9th. Reds don't deserve a playoff spot. Nope. That's too bad. That sucks. All right, let's just take care of our business, though. That's all that matters to us. Do we care about the Giants? Sorry, Dad. I know you're a Giants fan. And I apologize to Dilated Entertainment, but none of the Phillies fans on here care. I do, though, but I care about the Phillies more. Do they care about the Reds? No. Bet the new cleats were corked. Every time a Mets fan talks about those reflectors that Bohm complained about, bring up the cleats. You got to bring that up. The cleats were bothering Edwin Diaz. All right. Tim Maiza is going to go out there to pitch for the Philadelphia Phillies. Let's go. 8 games for Maiza this year with a 2.61 ERA. All right, bottom of the 9th. 3 outs to go. Weimer is up, and the pitch is taken for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Here's the 0-1 delivery. There's a line drive hit out to right field. Kepler tracks it down, makes the catch. Hard hit on the nose, just right at Max Kepler. 1 away. 2 outs to go, baby. It's great. Kevin says, boo! 1 out, bottom of the 9th. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Weimer lines out. 1 gone. Here's the pitch. There's a strike taken at the knees for strike 1. We got 328 people tuning on in. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. The 0-1 that misses down and in for a ball. Boy, you're funny. The 1-1 pitch. There's strike two. That's a sinker at 94 miles per hour. Bro, you had nobody out with the bases loaded. The more I think about it, oh my gosh. That's just, like, how? 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and here's the 1-2 on the way, and that's going to bounce in the dirt for ball two. Marshawn is catching. Just wanted to throw that out there. Two-two pitch. Foul ball, hit out over towards the right side, and now the play goes. Joseph says, now that the season is in the final stretch, the surprise is for me in the NL that Atlanta never turned a corner to be competitive, and the Dodgers just aren't very good given they have cheat code talent. I agree with both of those statements. I'll tell you what, though, I'll add a third one. I mean, who would have thought that the Brewers would have the best record on top of that? And also the Chicago Cubs? I thought the Cubs were going to be good, but, I mean, it's like those two teams. I mean, one of them was going to have to take the cake, but I just thought that was interesting. Next pitch, ground ball, rolled over to third. Bohm picks it up, throws over to first, and there is the second out of the ball game in the 9th inning. One more out to go, baby. Victor Mesa Jr. coming up. First pitch. It's a fastball right down Broad Street for strike one. Bud is here. What's going on, Bud? No balls. One strike. Whoops. Sorry about that. Miza comes set and deals. There's a foul ball. No balls. 2 strikes. Excuse me. The 0-2 on the way. Swinging a pop-up. Hit out over towards shallow left field. Marsh gets under it and will make the catch. The ball game is over. Another win in the books for Philadelphia. Ring the bell. The Philadelphia Phillies win out in Miami. Another win in the books. All right, forgot about that. I totally 1,000% forgot about that. Undo, hide gifts. Okay. The window capture I did not want to put that over there. All right. Regardless, though. All right. Yeah. Okay, you won the game. It was smooth sailing. It was easy. That's what you needed. Okay, this is going to be a weekend where I expect it to be a snooze fest. I just do. You got a huge series coming up against the New York Mets on Monday, but you need to take the next couple of games and get ready to come back home and beat up on those Mets, okay? Because that is another test for you. Not only does that give you a plus when it comes to, getting that division lead up and bringing those magic numbers down, but you also, and again, we'll talk about it more as the series gets closer, but you need to do that for your psychological well-being as well when it comes to just facing those Mets, because you have not done well. You've not had a lot of success against them this year. Trey Turner, great day. Max Kepler, great day. Brandon Marsh and Harrison Bader. They are carrying you offensively. The bottom of the lineup doing their job. You love to see it. You love to see it. I don't really have a lot to say after this one. Christopher Sanchez looked good. Thought that he was really calm, cool, and collective out there on the mound. Especially after that third inning, he had a hiccup. Okay, he gave up 2 hard hits. But then he settled down. He buckled back in. Phillies gave him a lot of insurance. Stott's 3-run homer was nice. And the Marlins are just in a rebuild mode, and you pounded them. You did. I'm not mad. I'm content with the win. Very content. Just continue to rack up the wins as you can. What else? Banks gave up the 2-run homer. Didn't like that. I don't even think that you should have pitched Banks today, but that's just me. I would have went to Lazar and then Miza's fine. The Daniel Roberts of the world. I don't know if Daniel Robert right now is on the roster, but these are the types of outings where you do use those guys. These are exactly the types of outings where these guys need to come on in. Any thoughts in the chat? One word to describe that game. One word. Give me one word to describe that game, and I will read that down below. But yeah, nice win. Go out there, win the series tomorrow. Good for Max Kepler. Really. He's actually starting to see the ball better. I think I saw a stat the other day about how he's been doing over his last 5 games or so, and it was pretty good. But even if I just look recently, he went 1 for 3 in one of the games against the Brewers. He went 1 for 4 in, I believe, the second game against the Atlanta Braves with 2 runs scored and had a home run. What's that now? 2 homers in his last 4 games? It's not bad. Not bad. I'm not telling you that he's something special, but he's at least giving you something offensively. Now he has to do it against really good teams, and we have yet to see that. He also did go 0 for 2 in Monday's game with a run scored against Milwaukee, but he had an RBI and 2 walks. So he's giving you more production, and you love to see it. You really do. All right, so what words are we using to describe that baseball game? What words are we using? Agree, Larry. Good. Okay. Complete. Necessary. Expected. Expected's a good one. It was expected, but I also think, and maybe this is a hash, one of those, not colons, what do you call that? Those connected words. It was, and now I lost it. Of course I did. Of course I lost it. It was much needed, but that's 2 words. I lost it. Figures. But yeah. Romano, awesome. Yeah. We'll need to see Harper do better. I want Schwarber to get that 50th home run. He'll get there. He'll get there. Exhale. Momentum. It's good words. All right, that's going to wrap it up for me. I'm stalling now. That means I'm ready to wrap it up. Short one tonight, but again, nice win. Go out there tomorrow and get yourselves another one. All right, see you all then and there. Lila Tov. Hyphenated. Yes, hyphenated. That's the right word that I was looking for. Yes. All right, love you all. Lila Tov. Good night. And I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.